from AC220B4S. First of all, I would like to thank my lecturer from Encik Roslan bin Nordin for giving me the opportunity to learn about BMC and also prepare the BMC for my business. So now I would like to present my BMC for my business called Widudo. Widudo is a business made a variety of homemade dessert such as bomboloni donut and egg tart. The business is based on Johor Bahru area and it's focusing on selling the dessert to online platform. Therefore, the business does not have a physical store. BMC stands for Business Model Canvas. What is business model? Business model describes a rationale of how an organization creates, delivers, and captures value. A business model canvas has 9 elements, which are customer segment, value proposition, customer relationships, channel, key activities, key resources, key partners, cost structure, and revenue stream. The first element in business model canvas is customer segment. Customer segment is where the business dividing the customer based on their similarities such as age, gender, interests, and spending habits. The first thing that a business needs to do is identify which customers and users are they serving. As for Widudo, it will be focusing on customer based on their interests, which is people who love to eat dessert. Therefore, the right customer segment for the business will be student, children, and dessert lover. Why we choose student as part of the customer segment is because some of the students love to eat dessert while study to reduce stress. As we all know, children love to eat something sweet. Therefore, they will be part of the customer segment since dessert is one of the sweet food that may attract their attention. Next, the second element that a business needs to focus on the business model canvas is value proposition. As for value proposition, the business needs to know what are they offering the customer, which is what value they offer. The value that Widudo will be focusing is making fresh homemade dessert, where the business will deliver the dessert to the customer right after they bake the dessert. This is to make sure the customer gets fresh dessert. At the same time, to fulfill customer satisfaction, the business will offer a variety of flavor to choose based on the customer preference and desire. Other than that, Widudo also will using high quality or premium ingredient to bake the dessert in order to make the dessert taste good. After the business know their value proposition to better understand their customer, but what is the relationship the business have with their customer? Therefore, the next element is customer relationship. Customer relationship is defined as how a business interact with their customer. The business can interact with their customer through personal, automated, acquisitive, or retentive. As for personal, the business will interact with their customer by phone call or chatting. However, automated is where the business interact with their customer through an application. While acquisitive, the business will involve in expo, carnival or event to interact with their customer. And retentive is where the business having a program loyalty such as member card to have a good relationship with their customers. Since Vidodo is using online platform, therefore they will interact with their customer through personal. The business will contact with the customer through direct message in Facebook or Instagram or chatting through WhatsApp. The next element is channel. Channels are defined as the method through which the customers come into contact with the business. In this element, the business need to identify how does each customer segment want to be reached. Since Vidodo is an online business, the business will be using online platforms, which is social media. The social media that will be used by the business are Instagram and Facebook. The business will be post the information about the business and also their product at the social media. These platforms help the business reach their customers easier and also does not incur a lot of costs. One of the elements in business model canvas is key activities. The key activities of the business or product are the actions that the business undertakes to achieve their value propositions for the customers. The business needs to identify which activity do they need to perform well in their business and what is the most crucial activity. Vidodo needs to perform well in making the dessert and also selling it to generate revenue. It is the main activity of the business since the nature of the business is selling variety of homemade dessert. However, the most crucial activity is marketing. This is because in order to attract more customers, the business need to advertise their product. If the business did not do any marketing activity, the potential customer might not know the existence of the business. Next, the business need to think about what practical resources are needed to achieve the key activities of the business, which is key resources. The key resources means the resources the business requires to do business. The business need to know which resources underpin their business model and what assets are essential. So since Vidodo is a business selling a homemade dessert, the essential asset would be the equipment such as oven and mixer. As the value proposition of the business is using high quality or premium ingredient in making the dessert, therefore the premium ingredient is one of the key resources of the business. However, without a baker, the business cannot make the dessert. Therefore, one of the important resources of the business is the baker itself. The business needs to find the best bakers in order to make a tasty dessert. Other than that, the business also needs to know their key partners. Key partners are a list of other external companies or suppliers or parties the business may need to achieve their key activities and deliver value to the customers. The business needs to identify which partners or suppliers leverage their business model and who do they need to rely on. As for Widodo, there will be suppliers and investors as the key partners. For the suppliers, the business needs to identify which suppliers can offer the premium ingredients at cheaper price. While for the investor would be the family member where they will giving some capital to start the business. In the business model canvas, there is an element which is cost structure. The cost structure is defined as the monetary cost of operating the business. This is where the business needs to identify what is the cost of the business and how much does it cost to achieve the value proposition for the customers. The cost structure for Widodo will be the premium ingredients, tool and equipment where it is important except for making the dessert. Other than that, the business also need to pay for petrol and staff remuneration. Lastly, the cost structure will also include the advertisement, where the business will be using Facebook and Instagram ads as the marketing tools for the business. The last element in the business model canvas is revenue streams. Revenue streams is defined as the way the business converts their value proposition into financial gain. The business needs to know what are customers really willing to pay for. Widodo will generate revenue through selling the homemade dessert. The business will be having a recurring revenue since the customers might repeating order. So in conclusion, by preparing the business model canvas, the business can recognize and act on areas that can be improved. It also helps the business to focus on what their business does and how it will continue to do it successfully in the future. The business model canvas really helps me as the owner of the business to focus on achieving the business goals. So that's all for me. Thank you.